So here are some recent changes. So the Wonders Language Arts curriculum was implemented about a year ago. This year, the PBIS program was implemented, and again, it is a positive behavior intervention and support program. And all staff are given strategies uh, in the program that are focused on behavior correction, counseling services, and then early identification reports that hopefully will and can address and improve rates of suspension and expulsion. And then finally, one-on-one devices. One-on-one devices were implemented a few years ago, and so every student has their own Chromebook, but through every single school year and then throughout the school year, teachers are given training on different, new types of technology that can be used in conjunction with the devices and how to implement them, more effectively. So here are some strengths. These are strengths that I see in the district, and then also strengths that the teachers that I interviewed found. Of course, valuing technology, really making sure that students are prepared for college and future careers where technology skills are needed. Ongoing professional development. The district is very great at this. Every year, throughout the year, whole grade levels are pulled out and attend all-day training. Also, if a teacher, feels that they want more training on something, whether it be a teaching strategy or technology use or things like that, that is not offered by the school, they can take it elsewhere and then the school will pay for it. Once again, entire community is involved in reaching school goals. Having the parent part of their child's education is extremely important. Parents are invited to, school activities and family enrichment activities, and they are invited to access Aries portal, which is where they can access their student or their child's grades and what they're doing, as part of homework and what they're doing in math. They can print out practice pages and things like that. And finally, the district really focuses on monitoring student progress closely and provides supportive interventions when needed. So some weaknesses of the school district are large class size. As you can see in the chart from the 2014-15 year, the average class size is about 28 students per class, so it's just pretty large. In the class I did my student teaching in, we had 29 students, and we were possibly going to get a 30th in the middle of the school year. And to pretty much deal with this, the overwhelming enrollment numbers of the district, they just actually opened up a new school, so that was pretty helpful and a nice solution. And then they're also, this year I noticed there's 2 teachers in a lot of the classrooms now, so just to deal with a lot of the demands that come with just teaching so many students in one class. And then also, providing non-informative trainings. I'm sorry, so I skipped over pressure. That's a big one. Every teacher that I interviewed thought that the district put too much pressure on them. They thought that at times the district overcompensated and provided too many programs, which can be overwhelming for all the teachers. One teacher I interviewed said that she appreciated the inclusion model, but at times felt that more detailed explanations and training needed to be given to teachers, particularly RSB clusters. And another teacher also said that the district was overloading and overwhelming them and adding more onto their plate each school year. So again, just non-informative trainings. While the teachers are receiving a lot of good training and ongoing professional development and receiving all-day training, they're also receiving a lot of 45-minute to an hour trainings, which is not very beneficial because you don't really learn that much with a training like that. And then, for example, when I was in my student teaching, we attended a 45-minute training on literature circle strategies, and we left the training just not even knowing how to really use them effectively or where to begin. So just more detailed trainings would be beneficial. And then last, it's not really a weakness, but I just thought that the spending was interesting with so much going towards teacher salary and just so little, only 3% going to supplies, and then so little going to like staff development and trainings and upkeep with facilities and things like that. So here are my recommendations. So the Etijuana School District just does do a really good job of professional development. The teachers are giving various opportunities for professional development, and they are offered frequently. They are also given access to materials for all types of learners, which is really great, and technology resources to support inclusion. And they are receiving a lot of training on that as well. So that is really great. However, they do need to provide more informative and detailed trainings. Once again, a 45-minute training while the kids are at PE isn't not going to do too much. So, and also just, scaling back the amount of trainings and then the amount of programs implemented each year, to really, stop the teachers feel so overwhelmed. And, when a teacher is so overwhelmed, they're not going to be able to do the job to their potential. So just scaling back on trainings and programs, and these are all great things to do, and these programs are probably beneficial to students, but maybe not implementing them every single school year and providing new things on top of new things for the teachers to learn. And then finally, just continuing to make the LCAP a priority. I felt like their LCAP was great. They had a lot of great priorities and plans and things that they focused on in their district, like parent involvement and hiring fully credentialed and qualified teachers and providing interventions and making plans for at-risk students, all just really great things. And if they continue with that, I think they'll have a lot of successful students